I've observed over the years in the NFL, the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
Check, check. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Open man is Ross, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. These two teams all tied after one. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. First down, a run with Cohen. That shoves him off at the 20. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Check. 180. Check. 42's the money. Hey, they're scared.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back north. Hey, check mark 27. Hey, Haywood. Pretty quiet.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's bring it.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 84 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
57's the mic. Hey, 5-7.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That's it, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Got a man open, it's Ross. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Trubisky on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brings up 4th down.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better bring it.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes it to Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch up, switch up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Forward up. 180. 44. Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you know.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Joe Mixon, 82 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they not have come back, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Get up, 180. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Rodgers now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The first carry for Josh Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once more, Adams on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Big stop, let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He gets this one to Johnson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tariq Cohen, his 21st touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here it comes. Lock in.
Now Adams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll run again with Adams, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant.
They run on 2nd down with Adams, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Trubisky on the keeper.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Five down. Stand up in.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
And they take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7.